Okay, so let's start with our next presentation. And for that, I would like to welcome Ms. Shrija Kapoor, founder of Hypevara. Can we have a huge round of applause for Ms. Shrija Kapoor as she presents an insightful session on scaling your gifting brand through social media with an emphasis on leveraging social media management and influencer marketing in the gifting business. A dynamic marketing and product management professional with a strong background in academic and industry experience. She leads end to end execution for campaigns for renowned consumer brands, including content strategy, creator collaboration, and performance optimization. Over to you.
So, good evening, everyone. My name is Shrija Kapoor, and I am founder of Hypevara. So, Hypevara is a social media management and influencer marketing firm. My firm is dedicated to amplifying brands in the digital landscape. Today, I'm here to take you through the world of social media management and influencer marketing, two of the most powerful tools for business growth today. Our goal is for you to clearly understand what these strategies involve, practical steps you can apply, and how the agency approach can help your business grow, engage customers, and stand out. So, so first, I would like to take you through what social media management is. Anyone over here who understands something about social media management or would like to share about what social media management according to you is?
As per my understanding, there are many brands who obviously cannot handle their social media on their own, so they hire the management teams and the agencies. So, like posting, and sharing sharing about their services or the products. So basically, handling the social media.
So, social media management agency is definitely what you're saying does. But when it comes to social media management, so let's start with the basics. Social media management is more than just posting pretty pictures, it's the science and art of crafting a brand presence across channels like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, etc. In today's time, a kid who is approximately 12 years old or a man who's 60 years old, you'll find all of them on Instagram. And trust me, my grandmother, she's 75 and she still scrolls on Instagram and YouTube and she actually shops. Meesho or any other brands are posting advertisements on their social media, they prefer to click on the link and see how much the product costs. And they prefer ordering a COD because, of course, that is a boon for everyone in today's time. So, this process involves planning and creating content, maintaining a posting schedule because, according to the Instagram algorithm, every Instagram page has a particular high reach type. So, that is something what an agency or a social media manager would do for you. Then it also includes interacting with your audience in real time. For example, let's say there's a product and you want to know more about it. For example, an acne cream by any brand. They launched it, they posted it on social media. Now, you want to know whether this product is actually working, what is exactly this product. So brands, they post social media, they post stories on their Instagram, Facebook, Q&A sessions, live sessions where the brand can directly interact with customer, giving them a personal touch to go through the brand. And that also increases a loyalty from the customer's end because, of course, brand is available for them anytime they want them to be. So this is something that is a strategy for social media management does for you. Responding to reviews and constantly analyzing the result to keep improving. For example, a restaurant may post its daily specials, behind the kitchen scenes, or anything like that. Answer questions in real time. For example, I want to go to Zafran. Zafran is a popular restaurant. Let's say I want to go to Zafran, but I don't know whether they have a different kitchen for veg or non veg. And I don't want to go through the pain of going to the restaurant, sitting there, talking to people, and then get disappointed or get happy because that is a 50-50 situation. So I would post it on their social media. Or maybe I can go through their social media and figure out that they have different kitchens. So that is something with social media management helps you, and this is how it helps you. So now we'll talk about the key components of social media management. Strategic planning, that is like every action is tied to a business goal. So the strategy a social media management agency would develop for you will only develop it with one business goal, and that is growing followers, generating leads, or driving sales. That means setting key performance indicators, or what we say KPIs, like engagement rate, website clicks, or numbers of direct inquiries. That is something that can be tracked by social media management. Then we come to content creation. We all understand this and we all are aware of this. Even on our way back home, we'll all be on our Instagram, YouTube scrolling. Oh my God, this is a good creator. What is she posting? Is this cream actually helpful? So, this is what we do. We create, like, how do I say it? So, we create standing out content. We design the scripts according to your brand, according to the trend, according to what is unique in the market and what can be picked up in the market. And that is the kind of content we present for you to your customers. The heart of your strategy, the agency design graphics, videos, product shots, behind the scene moments, each tailored to speak directly to the target audience's interest and needs of your brand. For example, for a wellness brand, this can mean daily motivational quotes on their Instagram page, behind the scene wellness routine, and customer testimonials. Like, of course, you would trust a product when a customer himself or herself comes up to you and tells you about a particular product rather than believing that, okay, Kareena Kapoor is using Dot and Key, I would use it too. That is not how we work nowadays anymore. Then we come to content calendar. So, planning is critical. The agency maps out what gets posted and when on which platform. Scheduled posts ensure consistent presence even over weekends or holidays. So, even if the brand is on and off on Saturday, Sundays, we are not. For example, let's say unplanned sporadic posting leads to lower engagement rates. So, let's say you decided that you have a content and you'll post it right now. You may not, the content may be amazing, wonderful, something that can go viral, but at the same time, just because you decided to post it on the wrong time because of not having the analytics or not having the understanding, that can lead to, let's say, it might not be reaching people. For example, if my posting on 7 p.m. in the evening reaches 1000 people, if I'm posting it at, let's say, 4, 3, 12, it might reach 200, or let's say 500 people. Then comes the community engagement. So, social media is a two-way street. The agency promptly responds to DMs, comments, and even negative reviews, making customers heard and feel valued. For example, quick, polite responses to complaints can turn criticism into loyal fans. Let's say I bought a product and I'm not very much happy with it. I bought it via Instagram and I'm not liking the quality of the product, or let's say it is not working on my skin. I decided to go on the brand's social media page, comment that I am not liking the product, it is not working for me. So there can be two situations. Either the brand completely ignores it, saying, I have way too many comments, nobody goes through them. Second, you go through the comment, the agency goes through the comment, goes through what is posted, what is exactly the concern of the consumer. And according to that, let's say they suggest, ma'am, I think this product is not working for you because you were unable to diagnose your skin type. So let's go for this product. That is a quick response, and I am aware that brand is actually concerned about it. The brand is not only concerned about the sales, the brand is also concerned about the fact that, okay, I should give customer the satisfaction for buying the product with the purpose of which they bought it, right? Then comes the performance analytics. Now, you want to understand, you are investing in social media management, you're investing in influencer marketing, but you don't know whether it's impacting you or not. For that, we have performance analytics. Every major platform gives in-depth insights, reach, impression, audience, demographics. The agency uses these numbers to refine the strategy with what's working, what isn't, and how to improve. So, the strategy designed for your particular brand by your agency, or let's say by any social media manager, is not going to be fixed throughout the year. We go through the trends, we go through the insights, we go through the metrics, and then we come up with a solution and maybe a new strategy for you to reach your audience, because ultimately that is the point of having a social media manager or an agency, right? Then why social media management matters? So, why do you think is all this necessary? Anyone? All right. So, Because it is a digital marketplace, and in today's time, everybody is going over digital marketplaces. Nobody wants to come out of their house in rain, cold, or summers to go and shop from one shop to another shop to look for that particular product. We prefer sitting at home, going through our phones, ordering the product, going through the product, and that's it. Now, visibility in a digital marketplace is everything. And having a LinkedIn page or Instagram profile isn't enough. Imagine two brands, one which posts randomly and the other shows up every day with value packed content. Which one would you want to follow? The audience remembers and trusts the second one, if I'm not wrong, right? It's this consistent present that transforms browsers into buyers. The agency's disciplined strategic approach ensures your brand always stays on top of the mind and high on trust. Now, what is influencer marketing? Let's talk about influencer marketing a little. So, influencer marketing taps into the credibility and community of individuals who've built trust with their followers, whether that's 2,000 people or 2 million people. Now, we all have seen various advertisements on our televisions where either Tiger Shroff or Akshay Kumar or let's say Ajay Devgan are promoting one or the other product. Do you think in today's time, in today's generation, the consumers you have as your target audience would actually want to buy what Akshay Kumar is buying or what Tiger Shroff is buying? Because we all understand that is paid, right? We know they have gotten money. As I said, Kareena Kapoor might be promoting Dot in Key, but she's not using it. So, influencers are the ones who are the common people. They are not celebrities. They don't have that celebrity aura. They are just normal people who are also doing other jobs in their daily life, but are also on social media and earning through influencer marketing. What exactly influencer marketing is? Um, what's your name? Yeah, I can't hear you. All right. So, Tanishq, if I ask you to, let's say, promote a candle over here, would you do that?
I may be able to do that, but as you were saying about influencer marketing, what I believe is that what common people are particularly using on social media, influencers, right? So many people are influenced by them. So that might be the first aspect I would go.
Definitely. That is, the name itself suggests what influencer marketing is.
Exactly.
But the reason why I asked you whether you'll be interested in promoting a candle over here or not is, let's say I get, name an actor or an actress, anybody.
Akshay Kumar.
Let's say I get Akshay Kumar here and I ask him, hi sir, can you please promote this candle? Out of all of you, can I please see a raise of hands? How many would be actually interested in buying what Akshay Kumar suggested? Nobody would buy anything from Akshay Kumar. That's sad. And Tanishq, right?
Yeah.
Let's say he comes up, he stands here, promotes a diffuser or promotes a room freshener. How many of you would be actually interested in buying that what Tanishq asked you to buy? Nobody is buying from you as well.
Yeah, it hurts.
That is why we have influencers. So let's say a common person who has actually used that product is coming and telling you that I have used it. You're seeing it on the video that that particular creator or an influencer is using that particular product in front of you, is giving you a live in-hand review. I think a lot of people would be interested in going to that particular product rather than getting a product which is celebrity promoted. Of course, celebrities can be the brand faces because it tells the brand's authenticity that, of course, if let's say Akshay Kumar or Salman Khan comes and promotes a particular brand, the brand does have that authenticity. But when it comes to converting those browsers into buyers, you would not want to buy what a celebrity is promoting. He might be the brand face, but he can never be the person convincing you to buy a particular product. Now, let's understand influencers. So there are majorly 4 categories of influencers which an agency works with. That is nano creators ranging from 1,000 followers to 10,000 followers, micro influencers ranging from 10,000 followers to 100k followers, Then comes macro influencers dealing from 100k followers to 1 million followers, and then comes mega influencers which have 1 million plus followers. Platform range from Instagram and Facebook for visuals and short form video to YouTube for long form reviews and tutorials. For example, for a beauty brand launch, a set of micro influencers can generate dozens of authentic reviews and tutorials, driving both reach and trust. That is what Sugar is doing. Like, if I take an example of Sugar brand, they go for nano and micro influencers. Reason being, the major reason they hold for going with these influencers is these influencers, you have a trust on them. A person with, let's say, 20,000 followers, 10,000 followers would not come and lie on Instagram, and they would actually love the product because Sugar, of course, it is a very good product. At the same time, if I have a celebrity actress coming up on Instagram or YouTube or my television and telling me that Sugar is a very good brand and I am using it, we all know they don't step into any store less than Chanel or Dior. But influencers between you, from you, are coming and telling you that Sugar is actually a good product. I am applying it. I am liking it. That is something that leaves an impact on your head for the same. Now, I would like to talk about the agency's approach towards social media management. The most frequent question asked is that how does the agency deliver the results? Which I'm sure a lot of people, like a lot of amongst you, would be having that question, that how can an agency drive that traffic which we ourselves can't drive? So, audit and discovery. We have a team. We have a particular team, dedicated team, whose job is to understand your current digital presence, which content and platform works the best, what is your audience responding to, and what are your competitors doing. Strategy design. The agency builds a unique plan. Your content themes, posting times, voice and KPIs all customized to your particular goal, or like I would say your vision, where you want to see your brand. That is where we work for you. Then we have content production, graphic designers, writers, and strategists developing compelling visual and copy. For example, short reels, stories, informative infographics, and branded images. That is something what an agency does. I mean, I am sure you cannot take out that much of time while running a business where you also want to have, manage what goes on your social media. You can definitely hire an agency, as I said, and that agency would be responsible for designing the content, giving you the insights of your brand, what is actually liked by people, what is not liked by people, whether this particular product requires more, promotion, or whether you need to stop and focus on the product which is actually, very hyped in the market. So that is something that an agency does for you. Then comes the scheduling and publishing. Posts go live, act optimal audience timings, maximizing the engagement. As I said, we figure out the time for you. The best engagement time where your Instagram account, your YouTube account, your Facebook account is being viewed the most by the people. There's a niche of every product. For example, fashion, jewelry, let's say shoes, clothes, makeup, everything. Every niche has a particular reach time. For example, I belong to the Gen Zs, and we would sit in the evening scrolling our phones after work and everything. That is the time I would be seeing most of the content, which is regarding the niche I am in. For example, fashion, shoes, clothes, etc. My dad is into jewelry and printing. He gets up early in the morning. So he has a routine of scrolling his Instagram right in the morning at the breakfast table. And I have seen this, I have noticed this, that every time he's scrolling on his Instagram, he will see multiple posts by jewelers. Because I think that is the high engagement rate for jewelers to be in that particular time and post. Because obviously, getting up nobody would want to go through Instagram during the day. So that is how we go through your Instagram. We go through your insights of your Instagram. We do our R&D from our end, use the analytic tools, and then come out with a particular time where you should be posting your content on your social media for high engagement. Then comes community management. Actively monitor mentions, reply to customer messages, nurture online conversations. Customers feel genuinely connected with the brand, and I think that is what is required. If being a customer, I cannot be attached, or I cannot trust, or I'm not comfortable with the brand, maybe I'll shop once, twice, but not more than that, right? Then we have reporting and optimization. Monthly or weekly analytic reports on what worked, what needs change, and specific insights, ensuring continuous improvement. Every once a month, you might see me in your office saying, let's discuss what actually happened the previous month. Was it a boom? Was it a flop? Where we need to work? How can we improve it? And you will have analytics reports right in front of you to analyze whether which strategy worked, which didn't, and the ones which did not work, why they did not work. So that is something that is done by us. Then now we come to how social media management fuels the business growth. The agency provides end-to-end campaigns to you, right? So the agency would be providing end-to-end campaigns to you, customized according to your requirements. First is strategy. The agency sets a clear goal for you: brand awareness, event attendance, product launch, buzz, etc. Then comes audience targeting, where we identify desired customer segments. Now, how many of you all are aware of the target audience you want to target for your product? Anybody? I mean, I'm sure everyone's running a business here. They are much aware of whom to target, whom not to target. But do you know that you can target your audience on social media and for a particular niche? We can do that for you. That is what agency's responsibility is. Trends and getting started with agency partnership. So, of course, getting started with an agency is something very difficult. Choosing which is the right agency, whether they'll be able to deliver what you require or not, definitely. So, agency has its own toolkit, which includes scheduling and management, influencer campaigns, analytics, and content. We go through your content pages, we go through your Instagram, and we come up with the tools. We have access to different various SaaS tools, and we go through them. We actually use the analytics from your Instagram page. We target influencers which your product actually require, and that is how we manage your whole campaign. So, are you all still wondering how to begin with the campaign? Or do you have any questions? Sure, please.
So I'm from a company, Bags Nation, and we basically manufacture non-woven carry bags, right? And it's a white labeling product. So I just wanted to understand, like, my target audience isn't on social media. For me, it's just brand imaging, or building a trust, or they're creating a ripple effect. Like if I'm working for bigger brands, then the smaller brands would obviously go ahead with me, right? So these are the two main things which I am currently having in mind. But what else can I do in my social media to improve the sales or something like that?
We can have quizzes for your social media. We can have audience interaction. We can have meet and greet with the influencers where we highlight your products.
So basically it's an ancillary product. Obviously कस्टमाइजेशन होता है ब्रांड के अकॉर्डिंगली, तो उसमें मतलब मेरी जो टारगेट मार्केट है वो इंस्टाग्राम पे या नॉर्मल लोग है ही नहीं, क्योंकि वो ऑब्वियसली एक एमओक्यू होता है, तो वो सब मेरे को कंपनीज को टारगेट करके मिलता है। तो सोशल मीडिया पे जाना और उसको ऐसे प्रमोट करना मेरे को समझ नहीं आता।
Every brand is on social media.
राइट राइट राइट
Every customer is on social media. मतलब, how many people are there in your family?
5
Everybody would be on social media.
obviously
They must be scrolling through their phones right now also while you're here. So definitely that is where we come in. We take insights from you about what your company actually is, what your target audience is, where do you want your product to reach, how do you want your product to reach, how much are you willing to spend. The best part about us is that we actually design campaigns in your budget. So let's say you want to invest 20,000, not more than that. I'll get you influencers in 20,000 who are actually from your nation, who can actually reach out to people. One influencer, let's say holding 20,000 followers, 30,000 followers, so that is guaranteed कि अगर हम 4 influencers आपके hire कर रहे हैं और हर influencer के 30 followers हैं, तो easily like 1,20,000 followers, तो आप 1,20,000 people are aware of what your product is. And I think that is the initial stage where you want your brand to be recognized.
राइट राइट राइट
And everybody wants customization. I want customization in Ledger, everything.
राइट 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 परफेक्ट
Hi, I have a question. According to you, for the B2B brand, which is the best platform?
For B2B,
Yeah.
Facebook, YouTube.
Okay.
I would suggest Facebook and YouTube. Instagram is more of a B2C platform these days. It is not a B2B platform. I mean, of course, you can invest a little bit on B2B, but I would not suggest you going for Instagram B2B. I would suggest go for Facebook, LinkedIn, go for YouTube, YouTube ads or shorts.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome. Does anybody have any other questions? Thank you so much.